Welcome to A Cup of Happy. I'm your host, life coach, mom, and friend, Nicole James. I'm so glad you've joined me to talk about life and the journey from our past to our future as we navigate the present in order to create our very best life. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's chat over a cup of happy. Hi friends, and welcome back to A Cup of Happy. It's 2024, and there's a lot going on this year. If I look back over 2023, there was a lot that happened in 2023, and I will not do the full recap here, but what a year. 3 weddings, my coaching certification complete. That is just the tip of the iceberg of everything that happened in 2023. And it's kind of interesting because I'm sitting here at the beginning of 2024. And as I look back at 2023, there were ups and there were downs. But I feel like this is one of the first years in a really long time that I'm really proud of myself over the course of 2023. I did not do everything perfectly. I made a lot of mistakes. I tried things that didn't work. I struggled with friendships a lot, actually. And just being real. And that's been a big struggle for me. And but I've learned a lot along the way as well, and I'm ready to keep going. That being said, the last few weeks, I needed a rest. I needed so much rest. And so, just a side note, if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, it's okay to rest. It's okay. And not only is it okay, it's really important that you rest. I was hearing somebody else talk the other day, and they were reminding us that even when you're working out, like if you're a big workout person and you want to build your muscles are going to actually grow during the rest period. Like they break down when you're actually working out, but it's when you rest and reset your body that the growth actually happens. So if you're in a season of your life where you're feeling exhausted and worn out because you've been doing, rest. Take a break and rest. And it's okay. And I think you'll benefit from that a lot. I know I have. I haven't taken a lot of naps in as far as resting in that way, but I've given my mind a break. I started reading a book just for fun. A lot of books that I read over 2023, and I read quite a few, were very much self-help books, growth books, books that taught me things on specific topics that I wanted to learn. And I don't regret that at all. I have more that I want to dive into, but my brain just needed to rest. And so that's what I've been doing for the last few weeks. And so if you're feeling that, rest. If you're feeling like you're ready to go, like you have some goals and you have some plans for 2024, well, you're not alone either, because I'm there. I am so ready. I have goals. I have a list of things, not too big, but some of the things are pretty big that I want to do. The list itself isn't long, but some of the things that I want to accomplish feel massive. And honestly, a little bit scary. But I'm learning that scared feeling is also the same as excitement. And so I'm not allowing myself to be afraid of going after these things. I am being totally excited. So I have a few things that I want to ask you today to think about. If you have 2024 goals, or if you're hesitant about setting some 2024 goals, stick around for the rest of this episode because it's just for you. So I have a few notes here, so I'm going to be reading off of them a little bit, but there's there's 3 phases that I have found when it comes to setting goals and going after what you want. And this is literally in any area. This is in the area of health. If you want to get healthier in some way, it's in the area of fitness. If there's some physical goal that you want to achieve, it could be relational. Maybe there is something that you want to, maybe with your spouse or with a friend, that you want to improve on your relationship. Maybe it's something very personal. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to, become like a figure skater. Maybe you want to, there's so many things that you could maybe want to do. Maybe you want to make a career change and you're just kind of scared. Like you know what you want to do, but you're just a little bit scared to like take that leap. So in any area of your life whatsoever, when it comes to goals and it comes to setting yourself up for those goals, there's 3 parts. They are dream, decide, and do. Dreaming is the first part. And this is such an exciting phase because you get to really let your imagination go wild. So I often like to tell people when I've been in coaching sessions with them to think up your wildest, craziest, most just what do you want to do? What just like makes you super excited to think about and maybe not even feel realistic right now. Maybe it doesn't feel realistic. But another thing that I like to do is to tell people on a random Tuesday, if you were living your dream life and it was a random Tuesday, what would your life look like? What would your Tuesday morning, afternoon, evening look like in your dream life? That's when you get specific. That's when you get really specific, because a lot of times we have these dreams like, oh, I want the house, or I want the job, or I want that perfect family, but you don't really know what that means. You don't really know what that looks like. So you don't really have a clear goal to go after. So by thinking about a random Tuesday in your dream life, what are you going to do? Are you going to wake up, have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea? Are you going to read or journal or meditate or pray? Are you going to get up and go to the gym as soon as you wake up in the morning? Are you going to wake up next to the love of your life and just have some morning snuggles? What is it in your dream life that you do on a Tuesday morning? What about a Tuesday afternoon? What do you do on a random Tuesday afternoon? Are you having lunch with your girlfriends? Are you going to a business meeting? Are you closing a big deal that you've been working on? What is it that you're doing? Think about the specifics of your life in that way, and that's how you can begin to make a plan. You can't make a plan if you don't have something specific you're working towards. Just keep that in mind. So after you dream and you get this idea of what it is that you want, then you decide, I'm going to do it. You decide, you make the decision. And then right after the decision, that decision is a quick one, you do. And sometimes it's a small do. Sometimes it's a very, very small do, because maybe your dream is so massive, and that is okay. But you have to be realistic and understand that that big, massive dream isn't going to happen tomorrow or today. But what can you do to start feeling like you are working towards that dream? Here's one example of a way that you can bring your dream into your today. And this is just one example. But I heard somebody say when I asked them this question that they wanted to live on a beach in a beach house, and that's where they saw themselves in the future. And one way that she was going to be able to bring that feeling that she was working towards that into the now was something so simple, okay? Let's think about this. So when she wanted to live at the dream house on the beach, and she wanted all of those feelings of being in the beach house, what did she see? What did she feel? She felt lots of light. She felt the air. So what was she going to do to get that now? Well, she was going to start a practice of opening up her house windows, getting some fresh air flowing through her house, and opening her curtains and feeling the sunlight. And those two simple things continually reinforce the dreams that she's working for. That seems simple, but that is a huge step. Because when you begin to feel your dreams, they become more of a reality. So that was a huge step. So think about it. Think about what you want to do on a random Tuesday and what little thing can you bring in to right now. Do you want to be a writer? Do you want to write a book? Get a journal or a piece of paper and start writing down your thoughts. Simple. Write down what happened today. What did you do when you woke up this morning? This is what I did. Write it down. Write it down. Just get ideas. Whatever it is that you want to do, find something small that you can today bring a part of the future you into now. Do it. It's more exciting than you think. Just do it. Get excited about it. And then there's the do. You keep doing, step after step after step. So when you make goals and you go after your dreams, oftentimes we end up quitting. We quit on ourselves. We quit all over ourselves all of the time. And I have found that there are a few reasons that a lot of people end up quitting. Personally, why I have quit on my goals and on my dreams in the past. So, have you ever given up on a goal or a dream because of doubt? Yes, I'm raising my hand right here. I have doubted myself so many times. I've doubted my ability. I have doubted that the thing that I wanted to do was actually worth it. I have doubted that it was going to be successful. I have doubted that the people around me would support me if I said it out loud. There has been so much doubt that I have allowed to come in to me, into my mindset, over and over again. Every time a goal comes and I don't finish it, there's a high likelihood that there was some form of doubt that I allowed to creep in there. Okay? And here's what I'm going to say. God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So, if we are having fear that we're not going to be able to finish it, that's income from God. And we can just set it aside because we don't need that. Power, love, sound mind, peace. Power, we are strong. Love, all of the love that we can ever imagine. Like, those are the things that God gave us. So that's what we can build our dreams and goals on. Just a little food for thought thrown in there. Okay. The second thing, have you ever started a goal and then it just fizzled out because you didn't have any accountability? Maybe you got kind of bored, or you just didn't feel like, I don't know, you just lost your desire to do it. You just kind of, sometimes you really just get bored. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've had a food boredom where I've decided I'm going to eat a certain way or do a certain thing and I just get bored. Or I'm going to go after this physical goal like running. Yes, I have done some running things, and there are a lot more times that I actually started a running goal and gave up than I actually finished. And that is because usually I get bored. I'm by myself. I have no accountability to do it, and I get bored. So, accountability, that's important. The third thing is, have you ever given up on a goal or a dream because you just simply ran out of gas? Now, I have done this myself too. This is when you set a goal and you are so excited, you go full steam ahead. You're not going to sleep, you're not going to rest, you're not going to do anything until it's done. And the fact is, you get tired and you get burnt out. Because let me ask you a question. If I were to ask you today, right this moment, when you're listening to this podcast, to go outside in whatever you are in right now, whatever clothes you're wearing, whatever I'll even let you get some sneakers. Go ahead and get some sneakers and lace them up. Go outside and run 1 mile. Just without stopping, just go. Just run 1 mile. Are you in any shape to do that? And this isn't a physical thing. Let me just tell you, this is a mental thing. The thing is, most of us could not go outside right now and run 1 mile without stopping. And that's okay. Now let me ask you this. Go outside right now, put on your sneakers, and go walk for 1 mile. The likelihood that you're going to finish that mile is a lot stronger when you're actually walking. Why? Because you've paced yourself. You've not just ran out of steam and just gone full force ahead. Now, if you train for a while, you can get up to running 1 mile without stopping. The thing is, so oftentimes we set dreams and we set goals and we go after them without any form of preparation. We just have the idea and we just jump in and we just try to go all out right at the beginning. And I'm all about taking that first step, but you need to pace yourself. You need to pace yourself. And oftentimes when we set goals at the beginning of the year, we think that it has to happen on January 1, January 2, January 3. And we think that if we don't achieve these goals within the first week or the first month, that we've automatically failed for the year. Well, let me tell you, there are 31 days in January and there are 12 months in a year. Your 2024 goals don't end just because you didn't accomplish them or you fell off the wagon in the first week. Who cares? Who cares? You can still do it. Now, there are 3 things, if you go back through those 3 questions that I just asked, that really need to show up in your life if you're going to accomplish your goals. The first question I asked you was if you've ever given up on a goal because of self-doubt. Now, self-doubt is rooted in a weak mindset. Plain and simple. We have power over our mind and our thoughts, and that is something that can be addressed, and you can train yourself to train your thoughts. Okay? The second thing, have you ever started a goal and fizzled out because you didn't have any accountability? Accountability is crucial when you're trying to pace yourself and carry out a goal. And the third thing is consistency. Mindset, accountability, and consistency. These 3 key components are the exact recipe when put together to make the perfectly delicious apple pie. Why did I pick apple pie? Because I was just thinking about my mom's homemade apple pie that she brought over at Christmas, and it was absolutely delicious. I love my mother's apple pie. Anyways, back to the 3 key components. Those are the things that you need to be successful. That's right. And I want you to listen to me when I say this. Life coaching has a reputation of being really expensive. That's the truth. When I first joined a life coaching program, it was a group coaching program for women who were widows and moms. I do not regret for 1 minute going through that program. Not for 1 minute. But let me tell you, it wasn't cheap. It was a huge investment. An investment that at that time in my life, I just happened to be fortunate enough to have. Now, here's the other part of that. Not everybody is at a point in their life where they can invest huge sums of money in order to work on themselves. And I get that. I get that so deeply. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to get the coaching that you need. Because we all need coaching and we all need accountability. And I'm here to tell you, I am working on something that is so exciting. And maybe by the time this podcast airs, it will have already been announced on my social medias. But in case it hasn't, you're hearing it here first. I am starting a group coaching program. That's right, group coaching. But let me tell you, you don't have to be worried about having to speak in front of the group. Here's the thing. Group coaching programs like I was in cost me over $7,000. That's insane. Over $7,000. Now again, do I regret it? Nope, I learned so much. But I want to help people in my community and help people with goals with the tools that I've learned and the tools that I have used myself and everything that I've learned through my coaching certification and my own experiences. And I want to start a group coaching program for women for only $29 a month. That's so affordable. So affordable, $29 a month. And here's the thing, you get to feel like you're investing in yourself because that's what you're doing. You're investing in yourself. But you're not going to break the bank to do it. You don't need to go get a personal loan to do it. It's just simple. It's simple. And here's the thing, we are going to go for 3 months. The program is 3 months. You're committed for simply just 3 months of group coaching where you can join together with other women who are also at a stage in their life where they have already done the dreaming or they're in the process of dreaming and they're making that decision to do. So this is starting February 1st. We are launching February 1st. So in the meantime, dream. Dream, 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 my friend, and get ready to make the decision because we are doing this together February 1st. And I really hope that you'll join me. I really hope that you'll join the others. This is going to be so powerful. It's going to be so powerful. There will be more details to come, but that's just the basics. And with that, I'm going to leave you today, my friends, and I will see you next week. I hope you have an amazing weekend and start to next week. And I love you. Have a great week.